Good morning, all. Friday again. That's a very good thing. Sorry we didn't get around to doing this yesterday. We had a bit of a news avalanche. First thing in the morning, obviously, Sony, Nintendo, and Capcom all released their financials in about 10 minutes of each other, which was great fun. But we did it, and here's what happened in the last 24 hours of video games news. As you're probably all very well aware of now, Nintendo released their first quarter financials yesterday morning, or just after the markets closed in Japan. Sales were down by half, losses were still extensive, and 3DS only managed to sell 700,000 units in the 3 months ending June the 30th. Well, sell in or sell through. So these are units that are shipped to retail. Which means it only sold in total since it launched something like, I'm making this up, it's about 4.5 million, something like that, maybe a bit less. As a result, Nintendo slashed the price of 3DS globally by about a third. Panic ensued. You can read about what it all means. There's a piece by Rob Fahey up on the site now, which is well worth a read. Puts it all into perspective. Nintendo's stock fell over 20% on the news, which is probably great for Nintendo. They seem to be having a really good time at the moment. And analysts were very quick to point to the fact that Vita's price point at $250 is probably a very good reason for Nintendo to cut the prices, not just about sales. Sony also released their figures. PS3 sales were down, all a bit gloomy really, and but PSP was up bizarrely, and PS2 was down, I think. But yeah, the big news there that was that PSP hardware sales were down quite a bit, about 600,000 units. So yeah, brilliant. Well done, Japan. Well done. Carbine said overnight that it's going to be showing its new game at Gamescom in Germany next month. This is an online game. We're assuming it's an MMO, and there's an NCSoft logo on the developer's website. So you could probably start putting all your twos together and see what number you come up with there. Microsoft said yesterday at a UK event that Xbox Live is up to 35 million members. They told that to CVG, and that was Robin Burrows. So you can go and read about that on VG247 now. Namco Bandai has confirmed its Gamescom lineup. There are no massive shocks. The big one is Dark Souls, but there are some other really awesome games in there. So Soul Calibur, and the other ones, Ace Combat, and all the rest of it. So expect Namco to be making a bit of a splash, I hope, at Gamescom. Samsung is manufacturing PS Vita's CPU, apparently. Only you know if you care about that. It will probably be a piece of silicon that aids the movement of polygons. But it's Samsung that's doing it, so that's incredibly exciting. Konami is going to be releasing El Shaddai Ascension of the Megatron to Metatron in the PAL territories, and that's quite exciting if you are a fan of such things. Square has released yet another Deus Ex trailer. We're coming up to Deus Ex launch. This one talking about the game's RPG elements. A lot of people are getting very excited about this, and probably with good reason. And GameStop said yesterday that Deus Ex is going to be the first game that's going to be selling as a download code in its store. This is the PC version, which is cool. Crytek's working on a brand new shooter IP. Apparently, this has been taken from company CVs, which is a good thing. Moving on from Crysis a bit. Michael Pachter, the Wedbush Morgan analyst, said yesterday that his comments about the Team Bondi crunch period, in which he basically said that developers can expect to work long hours, and if they didn't like the prospects of working unpaid overtime and so on, that they should work in different industries. He said that his comments were taken out of context. I'm not so sure. You go back and take a look anyway. He sort of clarified what he meant, so that's worth having a look at. Pro Evolution Soccer 12 is available on October the 14th, and yeah, if you want to play that, then that will be good news for you. The Call of Duty Black Ops Annihilation map pack is released on PC and PS3. This was a Time 360 exclusive, so now everybody else can play it too. Hooray. 3DS and Everyone's Rhythm Heaven were top of the Japanese charts last week. That's amazing. And 50% of all US Netflix usage is via console now, apparently, which probably speaks volumes, I think, for the Netflix business as a whole. And finally, before you knock off for the weekend, British police have arrested a teenager on the Shetland Islands in relation to the LulzSec thing, in which a group of people ran around DDoSing various companies, including games firms. Apparently, this guy's 19 and has been transported to London. I don't think he's going to be in for a very nice time. That is it. I don't know what's going to happen today. We've got a big week for you next week. We've got a lot of really good content coming up, I hope, and a surprise on Monday for you, I think. We're not allowed to tell you what, but we do have something pretty awesome going on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. I really hope you get some nice weather, get outside, be with your families, play some video games, look at the sky, grow a carrot, whatever. And we will see you on Monday.